open up to make you holler. You have no whatsoever clue.
All right. Good night, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. You're joining with us now with the Ebony Star Network, and we present to you Ladies Night. And tonight we're having a very tough conversation. Sometimes we can't always stick to one topic. This one we're gonna have to address some things in our community that we're seeing, and we just can't look past it. We have to address it head on. So we're gonna be talking about the dysfunction in our communities, right? And the starring witness or the starring person that we want to address is Sukiana and her music video. I mean, when I tell you her music video are ratchet, it is the top of the ratchet that you have ever seen. The music, the lyrics, even the whole video itself. And we gotta bust it down. We gotta tell it how it is, basically, because it's not right. And I don't want to see this. I don't want to hear that type of music. You usually see that type of music on BT. Well, back in the day, uncut, but now they got it on YouTube. Now they got it everywhere. You finding these videos, everybody's watching it. It's not hidden anymore. So this is what we gotta address. It's not just Sukiana, it's other people in the community. They over there twerking, busting it wide open, setting bad examples, right? And we gotta address this because we got our young girls that are coming up, and we got our young men who are looking at this also. And this is not something that we want to promote. This is not something that we want to hide behind. We know the dysfunction is going on. So we're up here and we want to address it. And I have my two lovely ladies on the panel with me tonight. I have Dame and I have Abena. And you already know Dame. Dame is straight up old school. And she gonna tell you how it is. And she's not gonna hold back.
All right.
Go ahead, Dame.
Okay, so all right. I don't know if anybody's seen the video of Sukihana that get low freestyle. Okay. All right. Now, those who know Sukihana, her music, her videos are raunchy as hell and stuff like that. It makes me cringe sometimes. I feel like half the time I'm watching a porn. Okay, so I never really talked too much about Suki because hey, there are people that it appealed to, but hey, these are grown people, these are adults. But now in this video, she's involved children. She's holding a baby while she's saying what she's saying. They got women twerking while pushing a baby carriage. But the ultimate one is her twerking on a little boy. What the hell? Well, actually, that's not the words I was saying, but basically, what the hell? Does nobody see anything wrong with the picture? How can she not see it? She's a mother. She even have a child about the same age as this child and stuff like that. And we know that if it had been a man grinding up, rubbing, or even gyrating, thrusting at a little girl, we will be raising all kind of hell. And we'll see, and that's bad enough. And even though there's a bunch of men who are bringing that up, I noticed they neglect to mention that, hey, 5 people immediately, as soon as they saw that video, called the police and reported her for child abuse, because no way should children be in these videos. Her videos aren't PG. They not PG 13, 17. They even beyond rated R. They are in the X rating levels. But yeah, we got children around. Nobody pointed this out to her. Nobody pulled the child away. Nobody cut it out of the video. Nobody said, hey, this don't look right. This is wrong. Everybody should be going to jail because they watch it. You can see in the video. There's people all around, looking at it. Nobody saw anything wrong with this. And this says more about our community than the fact that she did it. Nobody around said anything. Nope, but there was 5 people who did report it. Unfortunately, the police didn't do anything about it. They didn't look into it. They didn't, went to talk to her. We wonder if they even looked at the video. To see what the people are complaining about. So, everybody that was involved in the making of that video, participated in that video, recorded the video, edited the video, nobody said jack. And you know what? We got Manosphere. They using this woman as an example of all Black women. Not a few, not just a small group, all Black women. and they say we're not calling it out and that we showing hypocrisy. Listen, I'm gonna have to admit it. We will jump, and I have to admit they're right about it. We will jump in some man's behind if he was doing this to a girl. But we got plenty of women who have sons, and yeah, they would have an issue with that. But are they call it? Would they call it out? Would they, say anything? In fact, even looking in the comment sections of the video, people were calling it out, men and women. They were complaining about it. They were saying that was wrong. They said, they were saying this is what she is. Why are you surprised and stuff like that? But I noticed one thing and they even said, I prayed that YouTube take down the video. But then one of them said, I'm going to report this video. I'm going to report it to YouTube. And I looked and I did it. And I put it down for child abuse. Would the YouTube do anything or not about it? That's YouTube. But excuse me, I'm looking at all the comments and across the board. Some of them I agree with, some of them I don't. But I didn't hear one person say, I'm reporting this to YouTube for child abuse or for whatever. Nobody. Not a one. I went through all the comments. Not one person said I'm going to report it. But y'all pray for it to come down. Y'all hope YouTube come down. YouTube ain't gonna do jack until you report it. If there is no complaint, nothing gets done, and that is the problem with our community. Nobody wants to say anything. Nobody want to snitch. Nobody want to be wrong. I'd rather take the chance I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, okay, then I'm wrong. But as a child being sexualized, being exposed to sexual things they should not be exposed to. And nothing be done. And then they have the nerve, these men, not only to complain, and y'all doing anything about it? One of you dudes who made these videos complaining about Suki Hana made a report. Did one of y'all do it? Y'all waiting for us? Yes. We women are going to address it because we don't like this stuff. We sick of this stuff. In fact, I want to thank you guys because I don't watch Suki Hana. I don't watch her videos. I don't follow her, so I'm not aware of this. Wasn't aware of this new video. But so, men, I want to thank y'all for bringing it to my attention. But be honest, the reason why there's no outroar among Black women, a lot of us don't watch her stuff. If we go over there out of curiosity, to find out it's because it's brought to our attention. Not because we follow her, we believe she's correct and stuff like that. And some of us have backed off. Yeah, she's a grown woman, she can do it. But when you got children involved, it needs to be called out. And so I want to thank you. Oh, hey, BMT. I want to thank you for bringing it to my attention, but I do not appreciate y'all saying that she is an example of Black female empowerment. I don't think of her as an example of Black female empowerment. I think this is an example of a woman who's been in survival mode for so freaking long that she does anything to get the money to take care of her children, that she don't realize you're not in survival mode anymore. You don't have to do that. If you are such a good, talented person, you can do it with your music alone. You don't have to involve your body. And you sure as heck don't have to involve children if you're going to use your body that way. Leave the children out of what is the children and stuff like that. Oh, you want to make it seem like what it is in the neighborhood? What neighborhood where everybody is twerking every freaking day and they're twerking on children and stuff like that? No. Okay, BMT, she got a big fan base, but even her fan base turned her in. I'm not saying all of them did, but even she crossed a line that even her fan base could not take. You know? Yeah. You got people that appreciate the raunchiness just like they got people that appreciate porn. But there is a line you don't cross. And she crossed that line. Yeah. And don't use her as an example, black female empowerment. No, she is not. She's not a good example of it. Or if she was, and she was working towards that, because I did read an old article where she believes that she's empowering women. All that got negated as soon as she crossed that line and twerked on that boy. And she brought children into a video that she knows is going to be raunchy. If she was trying to go for PG, where she failed. All that got negated as soon as she crossed that line. So, no, she's not an example of black female empowerment. But I do want to thank you for bringing her to my attention so I can address it because, as you said, I don't really follow her and stuff like that. But I have heard of her before, and I've looked into it, and her music's not for me. I don't like it. But as I said, she's a grown woman, and she's appealing to grown people. As far as I know, there's no children that knew of Suki Hana, but I could be wrong about that. You know, children get into all kind of stuff, and there are some parents that are not as what's the word I want to use? Observant, strict, or they can't catch everything, but the fact that she brought children into this video, and she went so far, she lost her ever loving mind, as far as I'm concerned, to twerk on a little boy, twerk on, twerk near. That's way too much. And you're right. There is a double standard that if it been a man, he'd been in jail. I admit to it. I even know that the police ignored the people who reported her to my. I guess this video was shot in Miami, so they reported her to the Miami police, but it got ignored. And unfortunately, that happens. It is true. The police ignored it. Because what? Is it because she's a woman? It could be. But don't say nobody done anything. They tried. But there are some people that we could do more. Hey, we can stop watching her stuff. We could report the video. We could tell her, hey, Sukana, I don't appreciate your video. That the thing you did with that boy, that's gone too far. And I'm not listening to you no more. I'm not watching your videos. I'm not contributing. Hit them in the pockets. That'll change things.
Right. Right. But my problem is that even if she's a woman and then the police have ignored, this is a very big problem or a very big situation for these little girls and that boy that she was twerking on him. What are you teaching the boy? He's very young. He don't know anything. You have abused him. So now for me, I think even everybody who was involved in this case should be arrested because they have abused this boy and the little girl. It doesn't matter if she's a woman or not. She is, but they're supposed to arrest her to show us that hey, you can't abuse your own child.
You know what? I feel like these things are crossing lines. Like if you want to go act ratchet, you want to twerk, you want to be half naked, You know, go do that somewhere where there's aren't kids there, where nobody's gonna see it. You know, not everybody wants to be open to that and see that. Like, you know, not everybody's asking for you to do that. You know, people want to just live their lives, and you shouldn't do that out of respect. My thing is, like, if she wants to do that, why don't you put that shit on OnlyFans? You know, it's not that hard. Just put it on OnlyFans. You know, so nobody doesn't see it. People got to pay to see that. That's not something you have on YouTube for anybody to click and watch. That, I don't know. I find that very disgusting. And the lyrics in her song are very disgusting and disturbing. The simple fact that somebody can make a video like that and still live to tell the tale and not feel ashamed, that is something. I don't know where her moral ground is, or even if she has any. I don't think she has any. But like, that doesn't. I don't know what is wrong with her. Like, you know, you're supposed to keep it classy in the streets. You know, and then you do all that ratchet shit behind closed doors so nobody don't know you, like, know that you're doing stuff like that. Like, come on. You got your everything out on Front Street. And BMT says she has a huge fan base. I guess, but who's her huge fan base? It's the men. They promoted. And much as they don't want to say it, yes, they do. They promote it. And it's so sad that she has to stoop this low. I don't know if she wants attention. She's doing this for money, for fame. I don't know. She has to stoop so low. That is super low, to the fact where she has to degrade herself. And she's not even degrading herself only. She's taking on the whole community with her. And she's having videos with lots of black people in there, lots of black women twerking and shaking their butts. Like, we're supposed to be idolized for that. Like, come on.
Right. And I think, and also, why is it that even this video should come out in the first place? Because I know when you're shooting a video and there's a kid which is not supposed to come out, they block it. They don't allow it to come out. But they did. You see, even though you're looking for money, fine, to take care of maybe yourself and your kid, fine. You can do that on your own. Go somewhere, find the girls to do that, who's an adult, not those little girl and this little boy. Now you have teach us that, hey, this little boy is a grown-up person in front of all the things that you did. You're shaking everything, doing a whole nasty. I can't stand for this video. If I am the manager of this, I'm going to block you. The video is not going to come out. It's going to be blank. Nothing is going to show because we cannot allow. I think there's a rules and regulation when they bring in the video out. They tell you some of the video, it can't come out because of this. Why don't they do that? Because of this, there was a little boy inside. There was a little girl inside. Is it because she's a famous? Is it because she's popular and everybody know her? No, we should use the law. We should use the justice. We shouldn't cover things and then we should bring her out because she was very popular. That is very wrong.
My thing is, right, it's being promoted on YouTube. They haven't taken the video down. But why is that? Why do they allow this kind of dysfunction to rapidly, you know, show up in our community? But let's just say if that was to show up in another community, they would have been shut that down. You know, they would have been struck it down. She would have been got shamed. She probably got a lawsuit. Lord knows what would happen to her. And now, but if it comes to our community, this is promoted. Like, you know, like, nobody cares. We are making money off of this. This is what I don't know. I feel like they're doing this. This is like propaganda. You know, if it was any other community, this will not be promoted. It would have been shut that video down. Multiple videos. It's like they want us to harm each other. They want us to have dysfunction. They want us to think like this. They want us to go through all of these things. All these things are just making it harder for us to come up on top. It's just, I don't know, it's just such a shame that they still got this video up. They still have it. That video should have like a privacy settings. I don't know.
I think the reason why they have this video and it hasn't been taken down because they want to tell you that hey, this is a black woman who is doing that, so it's a shame to all black women. But that's not. That's why they hold this video. And they can tell other people that you see what the black women are showing their children. You see the wrong thing. They know it's wrong, but they can't take this video because they just want to use it to against black women in general. That's how I say it.
Yes, they do. They want to use it against us and promote, and this is what we do. This is how we dance. This is the music that we like. And that's a complete lie. Because I feel like we should be able to, like, know how they have segregated classes in the white communities and the Asian communities. Why can't we have that in the black communities? Not every black girl was gonna twerk. Not every black girl is down to do those things or have these videos or is open to dysfunctional relationships. That is not every black person. And I feel like we should be granted that, where we have different levels. Like, maybe that chick, she has poor qualities or she doesn't have any morals or standards, Maybe she came from that class, I don't think we should be boxed up all together. But yet I feel like all these black men that's on YouTube, I wouldn't say it not all, but a good portion of them, right? They think that we're like this and they promote it, they talk about it, and it's like, no, we're not. Like, what? How can we be like this if we are the number one educated group? Okay, I see you, Zab. So we gotta ask. So, ladies, is it okay if Zab come up here? Dame Abena.
All right, Zeb. Okay, this is ladies' night. You got 5 minutes to make your point. The usual rules: no calling women the B words, no cursing out any of the ladies, because this is ladies' night, and I would not hesitate to kick you off. All right, so I'm going to bring you in.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I just came up here to, cause Charlene was asking why they promote it when it come to black people and every other race they'll take it down. And there's a very simple reason for that. And that's because, and I've seen this happen before, when it comes to like other races, they don't really watch shit like that. And they're very quick to, complain about it. Whereas when it comes to black people, at the end of the day, we do watch that type of shit and it is profitable. And although we don't like it, nobody isn't really coming together trying to take it down. It might be one or two people, but you don't really see an organized group of black people saying that we have a problem with it. No, what you see is people watching it and encouraging it, and it's profitable. And there is no they. There really is no they. It's not like they have like a group of people sitting around in an office somewhere and saying, yo, what we gonna do to, bring down black people? I always tell people, we gotta always look to ourselves first. We got to look to the guilty pleasures that we have, the fact that we love drama. I've seen shows where it's just completely centered around drama and fighting and nigga shit, and people are sitting there watching it, and then the same person might do a show about uplifting the community and positive, and they can't pay people to be in the room watching it. They couldn't pay them to stay and watch it. So you could blame, and it's rich when you hear people that on one thing they'll say, "Yo, let's stop blaming white people. It's not all white supremacy," but in the other boat, they'll come and say, "Why are the white people promoting this? Why they?" So it's either you understand that it's us and it's not really white people, or you can't get upset when people say it's white supremacy, because I understand that it's us. It starts from within. Until you could like get over it and understand that, you're gonna always look to outside forces, but it's really us, man. And that's the cold hard truth that a lot of black people don't want to come to terms with.
Bro, that is a lie, a big lie, because let me tell you something. When you're talking about drama, even white people like drama. Black people, it's not that we like drama, so anything, then we have to supposed to support. Is this lady's video, they're supposed to take it down. If we're to be a white person, they're going to take it down, even though they like drama, but they just want to use it to against black women, especially black women. So I will not suggest with you. I think what you say is a big lie, bro.
Anybody else wanna? What about you, Charlene? You wanna rebut what I said?
Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give you a small spec, Zab. I still think there are some major people up there who don't really care about our community. They know that video could be strucken down. They know that video was probably flagged a million times, but yet it still is up there. They know that, but they still allow it to play. They don't see anything wrong with it. There's a lot of channels that are like that also on YouTube also, you can say, and I agree with Abner. That video is so that you guys, right? I'm just saying, a lot of men in the manosphere, they could take this video, right? Their number one, their gold gem prize to diamond, and they could go make content off of it and talk about how dysfunctional black women are.
We say that, but at the end of the day, we're not gonna go anywhere if we're just continually dishonest. I think there's a lot of dishonesty and a lot of I don't understand like why black people got to be so like dishonest, man. And I do agree that white people are dysfunctional. You know, Honey Boo Boo and like I used to watch. I don't remember the name of the show, but it would show like crazy Florida people that live out there in the swamp. White people do have some ignorant ghetto ass shit, but
You right?
at least they promote it and they watch it, and I think that a lot of it we do learn from white people, but white people are
What?
honest enough. No, a lot of the foolishness we learn from white people, 100%. But with them, they're honest and they have an honesty with it. Like they know that it's trailer trash shit. They know that they're watching it for the guilty pleasure. But when it comes to us, we're so indignant in our outrage, the fake outrage we have. We're the audacity. Why are they doing this? But yet, motherfuckers sitting back with popcorn watching it.
I
At the end of the day,
Okay,
at the end of the day,
I found that disturbing. I didn't like
okay.
that because I have a
Well,
son. I'm just
well,
saying.
okay. I hear you, Zeb, but this is the thing. Is a combination of things. One, white people, they separate themselves from they don't get lumped in. Okay, that's that
Yeah, we
individual,
know that.
that group
I
of
agree.
people. But because of the majority, what one black person does, we all get lumped into the same thing. That's not an individual black person, or that's not a small group of black persons. No, it's all black persons. So there's that dynamic going on. And why we in and then it's a twisted form of unity. Kind of like the snitch thing. It get twisted, like no, that's not, we don't do that, or no, that don't be happening, or that's not how our community is. That's the other group community. They have that issue, they have their ratchetness and stuff like that, or that's some, so that kind of going on, because one, we all get lumped together, you know okay, those who seen that video, uh when they talk about black women being raunchy, sexualized, don't give a care, not good parents, or all single mom, they looking at stuff like the Suki Hana type videos and those issues, and they're not accepting. They don't see that this is small group of women. This is a small segment. This is not the whole of black female womanhood. We're all different. We're all not that. We all don't do that. Oh yeah, or they take something. Okay, the twerking issue. Okay, he does it to a level, that you know, is cringing to me. But I do know people that twerk and they don't make me cringe. I do know people that shake their rump. Hey, I have done it I have done it. And probably in the privacy of my home, you find my favorite song. I'll probably be doing it. Though I don't think I'm a good twerker, but hey, I'll be shaking my butt. We had all these different forms that led up into the twerking, hip movement. But there is a level that's beyond. There's PG, there's okay, and then there's raunchy, rated R, porno type. And I hate to say it because I'm sounding like my elders when they saw us doing dances like the Tootsie Roll and the Butterfly and Rump Shaker. I'm trying to think of all the booty shaking dances that was going on back when I was gone. And we thought nothing of it. And they're like, are y'all crazy? Y'all might as well be y'all having sex with your clothes on. Or, or ooh, and that's so nasty, stuff like that. Don't y'all see that? We had that, and now I'm doing the same thing. And I'm kind of seeing my eldest point of view, And
Well, here's my rebuttal to that. When it comes to black people, we really don't have no class distinction. Class distinction is a white.
Yes, we do.
Is
What
white
the hell are you
people's
talking
concept.
about? Yes, we do.
Can you please not cut me off, please? You allow me to speak. Wait till I'm done.
Go ahead,
All right. So where was I? All right. When it comes to black people, we don't have no class distinction. The whole idea of class, separating people by class, is a European concept that black people try to copy. We try to pretend like we have a class distinction, but all you really got to do, if you don't believe me, is go to a quote unquote classy black person and you could pull out the nigga shit out of them. I saw it happen the other night where Linwood was up on a panel, and Linwood is a very, what I would say, measured, classy man.
No, he's
But
not.
all you got to do is just do a little prodding, and you could pull the nigga out. We see it all the time with like certain black people who they pretend like they're classy and they got all this elegance, they got all of this refinement to them. But in the right situation, the right time, you could pull the nigga out of them. And that's because it's pretend. We like to pretend like we classy. We like to pretend that you put us in the right neighborhood, give us a little bit of money, that we are refined and all of this. But it's for pretend because we don't come from that culture. Our culture doesn't recognize class. We're just really one
What?
people.
Come on, Zab. You don't really believe that. Come
I
on.
believe
Not
it fully. They ain't no
no,
there.
not
You can
everybody.
pretend, but it's all bullshit. It's like
Not everybody
it's
grow up the way you
socialized.
grew up. You're
No, I know
you're
the
not
thing
gonna
is
come
with
up here
me.
and pull that.
No, the
We're
thing
not
is with
doing
me.
that.
I'm just like honest. I don't believe in like being fake. Whenever I meet, like, listen, this is how I am, man. Whenever I meet like classy people black people who claim that they classy or they claim that they refined on a very deep spiritual level, I look at them and I say, yo, you being fake. You think that
Why
by
are they
you
being
acting,
fake? Why are
because
they being fake?
you think that by you sitting there and talking like a white person and acting like a white person wearing white European
That's the
shit, you
problem.
think
See,
that you're not
the
fooling
way you
me.
talking,
I
the way
see
you
the nigga
talking is
in
a
you.
problem.
You're not
We was
fooling
talk,
me. Like I be looking at them like, yo, you
we
being
was
fake.
talking about this
You don't really
yesterday.
believe in this shit that you doing. You know damn
Okay.
well when you go home,
Okay, Jay,
you gonna
wasn't we
pop
talking
some
about
Nicki
this
Minaj and
yesterday
you gonna
about?
twerk. But you at work pretending like you
Okay,
this
Zeb.
European motherfucker. All right, go
Okay,
ahead.
Zeb. All right. Charlene, you want to counter Zeb?
Yes, because we was talking about this yesterday. We kind of addressed that, and we said that a lot of people are lying. Most people don't want to be ghetto and ratchet. Most people don't want to be, from the hood. Most people don't want to be selling drugs. They doing something that's, that people are
I ain't saying
portraying
nothing
onto
about
them,
criminal
and they
activity or
feel like,
selling drugs.
no,
I'm
stop,
not talking
no,
about selling drugs.
Zeb.
I'm talking. All right, right? Most people feel like they have to fit that role because of what you just said right there. You telling him to stop being fake. Stop being fake and be himself. You can't even accept somebody for themselves because you expect them to act ratchet just like you. And just call a spade a spade. That's what you expect. I think is you want to be around fake people because you think everybody's supposed to be like you. No, dude, people are different out here.
Okay. And yes, we do have a classism going on. It's not very um defined, but yes, we do. We even call each other's name. Just like I hate to do the comparison, white people call their low levels white trash.
Let me
And
hold on. Let me respond to
we
Charlene.
call our um and you probably didn't even say it, but you were thinking it, bougie, because you think they're acting white. Well, if they
Along,
grew up in that kind of environment and stuff, that might be natural to them, especially if you like 3 or so generations into wealth, or living into white community where they the one or only the few black people there, you know.
hold up.
So
I thought it was ladies' night. Y'all gave me a whole disclaimer, and y'all just bringing dudes up here.
oh
Like,
yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
what is popping
yeah.
all
In
these
fact,
niggas up here? Yeah, I
yeah,
thought it's
that's
ladies'
what.
night.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. It's your time has been up,
No,
and we
y'all
gonna put
triggered
you
and
backstage
y'all
for
wanna.
now. Okay. See, his time is up. He has two
Exactly.
5-minute
He's
segments.
supposed he's supposed to go and another person will come.
No, because you know what, Zab, at least Bo Speak has some kind of respect. He doesn't talk over people. We gotta say that. But go ahead, Bo Speak. This is ladies' night, and we enjoy your perspective.
Yeah, I don't know what this dude's talking about, and that's a part of the problem that we why we really can't get along like that, because everybody thinking everybody fake because you 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 have some issues with you think everybody had these issues. I'm like, well, everybody got a code switch and shit like that. No, Not everybody do have to do that. They are naturally them. Me, I'm naturally me. Whether I'm with white folks, black folks, or whoever, I am who I am. But that's a problem. That's how we alienate people because we think, oh, you got some in us, in you. Oh, you now again, everybody has a dark side that could come out given the right situation. But that doesn't mean they're not who they say they are. Everybody can have a bad day. You catch me on the wrong day, yeah, I could be the total asshole. That's just how I can be if you catch me on the wrong day. But that doesn't negate the fact that I'm a respectful person. I don't disrespect people. Go out of my way. But again, you catch me on the wrong day. It is what it is, and and that goofy stuff that he trying to sell is sad. Is because because you think so low of yourself that you think everybody is like that. No, that's why there is this separation. Why people don't want to hang with some people, some black folks, because that's what they think. Like, you fake. You on that. Because probably some of the people that been around has been like that, but that don't mean everybody is like that. You just assume that that person is until they show you differently. That's what it is. But to just go around and be like, oh, you fake, you preaching that thing, you fake. Come on, man. You on dumb time right now. Stop it. It's ridiculous. Not everybody want to be ghetto. Not everybody want to be hood. But not everybody want to be on that other side either. They just who they are. And you're supposed to accept people who they are, who they present to you, till they show you different. Until then, don't go assuming people one way or the other. That's going
Okay.
to...
I'm
So,
sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. Let me get off because I'm not going to...
But before you get off, okay.
Mhm.
I don't know how long you in here. Do you know about the Suki Hana video, Get Low Freestyle?
Yeah, I know of it. Yeah, I've seen it, part of it. Yeah.
Okay. So the topic kind of went on, it was about her and about, getting to the tough issue, especially with her twerking on the boy. What is your
Mhm.
thoughts on that?
As far as that, oh, sorry.
Well, the Suki Hana, the video, and that.
Okay, as far as that go, I think that's kind of low class be twerking on a little boy. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get somewhere. Um, I think that's kind of low class, but at the end of the day, I mean, if we got a lot of people who say that there's nothing wrong with it, and which can't that to me that's a problem. You don't need to be twerking on a little boy. I mean, if you want to twerk, that's fine. Hey, that's your life. You do whatever, but don't bring little children into that. Especially it depends on what was the intent of that. If the intent was you just trying to dance and stuff, okay, still don't need to be twerking on a little boy. But if it was trying to be on a sexual tip and you twerking on a little boy, that's some cringe factor right there. Like, I want no part of it, and not a lot of people should be a part of that. So that's just my thought on that.
Okay. All right. But I noticed that you're hesitating. Okay. A lot of people would say if it was reversed and it was a man grinding or dancing on a little girl like that, we would be calling the police and we'd be hollering out what he is.
Right.
That he's a pedophile. Do
Yeah.
you think, do you hear yourself hesitate? Are you having the same problem, because she's a female and because she's a woman that she's not doing pedophile tendency? Are you trying to make excuses?
No, I don't make excuses for none of that. If she up there touching, well, let me put it this way: Is she touching on the little boy or anything? As far as I know, grinding on his, putting a butt in his face and stuff like that. I'm trying to
Butt in his
remember.
face. She rubbed against his pants. I don't know if he know what was going on because it looked like he turned away.
Okay, if she's doing that, then yeah, that's some sick shit though. I mean, like I said, I'm trying to remember the actual video. So and again, I think yeah, I might have some hesitation because that's just a natural thing with women, especially when we talk about women, and that it's kind of it's like you don't want to see women, in particularly black women, because like I said, we have mothers and you don't want to see black women in that light as being a predator, but but they can be predators. I mean, hell, it's, I mean, I don't want to share certain parts of my life story. I don't want to share like online, but just to put it in without going too deep in it, yeah, I've seen some predatory shit with black women personally, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
So yeah, I can see that, but I can understand the hesitation. Even I sometimes do have that hesitation because of the black woman, because I still see black women like my mother and something like that, and it's kind of and it's hard to wrap your head around that, especially it's mothers, grandmothers. You don't want to see black women in that light, and and that's it. It is hard, and that's a thing that we struggle with in this community.
Uh-huh.
That's a big struggle. So yeah, but I really just wanted to respond to that. But yeah, but let me get off because I'm actually going to an event. So, but thank y'all for having me up.
Thanks for coming, Bro Speak.
No problem.
All right. Okay, BMT. Thanks for being patient. I know you have a lot to say. All right.
Yep, you sure right. Y'all, black women empowerment. Black women
That is not
empowerment.
black women empowerment.
We did not say that, but go ahead.
BMT, you got 5 minutes. Okay.
BMT? I don't know. I think he went out. Something wrong with his mic.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to pause the clock and give him a chance to try to get in again. Let me try this first real quick. I know I have the link pinned, but maybe it's interfering. All right.
Yeah, nah, y'all ain't walking her out of this one. No, you're not. You're not walking around saying that ain't black woman empowerment, because guess what? She's also on there too. See, y'all. See, it's now. It hurts when all of a sudden y'all gotta look at something in the mirror that's out there that gets to say I'm empowered. This is my body, my choice, my children, and other kids, and y'all see y'all don't want to put it down. Y'all don't want to say, hey, oh snap. See, at least y'all honest say, well, y'all hesitated. At least y'all honest on that one. See, I ain't hesitate. I've been called it out days ago and started saying this stuff. So, and I don't see nothing in her. Nothing resembles me. I ain't got nothing problem. Don't tell me about no white supremacy. Don't tell me about anything else. This woman's sick and deranged. All of them women and men. There were 3 children, not just one child, 3 children that were sexually being abused. And ain't nobody want to call that. Don't just say the little boy. There were 3 children in there being abused. And to see, y'all didn't count all that. I was watching, and I've been done with saying something about that long ago. And that's what, and then, yeah. And I definitely reported her. I definitely have other people we definitely doing our stuff. No. So y'all women, it's going to be up to y'all to have to get rid of Sukiyama. That same outcry of black girl magic, femininity, empowerment, all that other stuff, use that same energy and silence her. Because if that was a man, y'all would definitely want that man's head taken off. Actually, that video would have been down. But see, that's what happened with these liberal platforms. Oh snap! Damn. How do we? To have to attack her, you have to start looking at other videos of women on stripper poles with their children, women twerking in videos with their babies walking around and stuff. Get all of them. Get all of them videos. Get all of them videos. Yeah. Don't just say that's part of the culture. I don't want to hear that. That's not my culture. I don't twerk. None of my people twerk. So we can stop this nonsense. That woman's sick and disgusting with all them other women and men in that video. And she has a huge female fan base. Now the men, yeah, she's a laugh. Don't get me wrong, Ratchet, yeah, she's a laugh, but she's on TV shows, Zeus Network, BET Network, Love and Hip Hop. What's up? The other dang show. She's on a lot of shows.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see people start cutting out her bag and get her silenced. But see, that would mean you have to start attacking other women. See, and I find it interesting, but there's a lot of women with voices of platforms of bigger channels than this, not coming at y'all, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they didn't say nothing about her video. They didn't say nothing about her video. They didn't even cry. That amazes me. They could say anything else about if a man were to do a wine and grind video with a 4-year-old or 3-year-old little boy or girl, there would have been a huge outcry. That video probably wouldn't even been up there for a day. That video's still up there. Because they know that they say, oh man, what do we do? This is a woman. And a bunch of other women. And then she said, well, I'm empowered. This is my body, my choice. You're right. Okay. So you made that decision. Hold her accountable. She does a lot more worse videos than that.
Yes, we know.
Okay,
Yeah.
so don't say the men are backpacking her. No, she's getting backpacked by women. Women are empowering her.
And the men support
No.
her too. Come on now.
No.
We got OnlyFans.
Stop.
Let's
No.
stop the cap. You
If
capping right now.
If the men, we got to hold Kevin Samuels. Y'all got to hold the Sukiyana. Yup. Tough. It is what it is. I got to deal with the Kevin.
You know the men support her too.
Nah.
Both support her.
No.
The women
That
and
was
the men.
No, y'all.
She wouldn't be anything without the men, to be honest, because the men,
that's like saying that's like saying, okay, so will Rihanna be a billionaire without men or without women?
That's Rihanna. Rihanna has talent. That's a
How
different
went to
thing.
Rihanna?
No. I'm just showing you.
That's a
y'all,
whole different thing.
No. See, don't make it seem like women don't have the power to boost who they want to boost up.
Sukiyana was on OnlyFans before she even started making music
videos.
videos.
I don't know about that. I don't know. She was more of a stripper. She was a stripper in a low bar.
Exactly. So who's going to the strippers club to go see her?
Okay.
Who's
Okay, so let me give you that, but I know I threw y'all that little bone.
To the OnlyFans account.
No. I threw y'all that bone because I knew that y'all were gonna grab for it, like y'all did. So y'all grabbed for that one. She got picked up. Like, they grab a lot of women on the Zeus Network, but Jocelyn Cabaret. See, I learned more about these kind of women. They grab these type of women for like Bad Girls Club and all these type of women to be on these type of shows, so that way, because it has amazing boosted up ratings. So they knew that. So they grabbed her.
People like drama. It's not just us. White people like drama.
Okay, but hold on. But this is the in-house problem, Charlene. Listen, white people got the what's that girl name? Well, they got Honey Boo Boo and Kim Kardashian. We got Sukiyana, all the girls from Love Hip Hop Miami. I don't know why we keep. Listen, man, y'all got to tell these strippers and these goddamn ratchet broads, no. Y'all got to just. Listen. Your body's your body. You can do whatever you want.
Okay, but who built these strippers up? Who created them?
Slut walk. There you go. Yeah, you tried that.
Come on, BMT.
You said
man, don't take away. Why y'all
You know what time it is.
Why y'all want to ignore? Why do y'all want to ignore it?
Going to strip clubs, and all of a sudden we build them because somebody created the slut walk.
Okay, but see, y'all don't see. I get it. It's hard because you would have to go against that doctrine of those women that are walking around doing certain stuff and say, hey, this is wrong. This is crazy. Like, this is going too far. Why would y'all need a slut walk? For what reason? Who are y'all trying to protect with slut walk?
Wait. You
Who's
got
not part of slut walk?
Okay, let me just say it. I'm gonna just have to say it. Sluts are supporting slut walk.
Whoa. Now, what gender are predominantly in that walk? What's the gender? What's the gender? What's the gender?
Okay, females.
Okay,
But
and is it not a multi-million-dollar business? Let's be honest.
I have
Yes,
no idea.
it is. It is, and it'll start by what's the girl's name? What's the girl that started Slut Walk? That Amber Rose, and that thing
Oh,
shot up and blew up, and all them damn strippers started coming out and blowing up and making even more money. And Bad Girls Club. Oh, that's women. That's
okay,
women
what do
every
you
day.
think was blowing them up?
Huh.
It's always been from the beginning. Men
No,
blew
no,
them
no.
up.
Stop.
Yes,
What man
men
watch
blew
what
them up either
what man
first as
what
in the strip club, paying them to take off their clothes.
as far as if all you
Then
got the
when
strip
they
club.
hook up with somebody famous, Amber Walk was known for hooking up with let me see, I think
Richmond,
famous rappers and
Richmond,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah, but
And
hmm?
and of course, women who are stripping to get money or using their body to get the money they need to pay their bills. Of course, if they got an example to follow and they see men are paying them to do this, of course you're going to have a segment of women that's
Who
going to follow
control that?
them.
But so wait, who control that? Is somebody forcing you to go up there, or you choosing to go up there? That's a choice.
Uh,
That's a choice.
okay, when it comes down to survival mode,
Oh no,
is
don't
it
do
a
that.
choice?
Don't
Is
do
it
that.
really a
No,
choice
see,
when it comes down to
no,
survival
no,
mode?
no. McDonald's is hiring every day. Y'all stop that. Y'all
McDonald's don't pay enough to keep a person alive. That's why people
listen.
that work at McDonald's have
What?
more than one job.
Okay, so that's a choice. Y'all, yeah, don't try. Y'all ain't gonna try to tell me choosing to be
Oh
a
yeah,
stripper versus McDonald's
and when you have
really,
children to
now
feed,
you're defending. Now you're defending that type of archetype, Frankie. Now you're
yeah, you put me in that position because you're trying to tar us all with that
I
woman
didn't say all
or
women,
with those women.
but you can't tell me.
Did you
Once
not say what was the gender of the group? Females. I admit there was females. But you also got to admit that men created them either first by paying them to take off their clothes,
Okay.
getting with strippers for their sexual escapades, or paying them to be in their videos. You know how many videos I've seen where they have strippers or they have in the strip club itself.
So how did y'all get me to?
And they all male.
So how did y'all get me to then? But if you say me too don't got no power, then I'm gonna be looking at you sideways.
Me Too didn't exist when all this was starting.
Oh no,
Me
but
Too as an organization did not exist then.
they've been here for a few years now.
And
Quite
a few years over, okay, we talking about, I'm going to give it 30 years.
See, now you're reaching
Me Too been 30 years old. Is Me Too 30 years old?
Nope, it's not 30 years old. But see,
Is it 10 years old?
No, it's no, hold on. I think it's almost 10 years now. It's almost
10 years. Okay.
It just wasn't. Yeah. It only got bigger. It only got much more bigger when white women from Hollywood got into it. Then they was like, oh snap! Now it just got dark because now they started calling out all them other Holly exec. They didn't take it too serious when Tamara Burke was doing it too much because she wasn't like the pretty face type of girl that they could imagine. But then they were like, okay, then, okay. Yeah, they could.
And have you seen some of the strippers without limit? They're not all pretty girls.
Listen. As long as it's a stripper, somebody gonna pay her money. Stop. We ain't gonna pretend that.
Yeah, as long as she's taking off her clothes, but they're not pretty girls neither. Not all of them.
But see the thing about it. But why do you? Okay, but see, here's the thing about it. I don't think. See, that's the thing about it. People don't want to imagine that women have gotten powerful. I can accept that women have gotten powerful. Y'all have gotten some power. But what you choose to do with that power, now see, then that's when you say, well, it's men. No. Hold your accountability. Just like I, as a black man, gotta hold my accountability, you gotta hold your accountability. And see, what happens is you can't say at one hand, we powerful, we educated. Then all of a sudden, when some fuck shit happen, men. No. Now you're being disingenuous. Because now you don't.
No. A woman can be both powerful and weak at the same time.
What?
It changed from situation to situation. Okay. And then just because you have a certain group or a certain amount that's powerful, there are thousands of women who aren't powerful.
Okay, so
are they not? Or they have no awareness of what kind of power they will. So if you don't have it, you don't know you have it, you don't use it.
Let me ask a question. So when it comes to the vote, who vote more, men or women?
I'm gonna be honest.
No, it's women.
It's women. It's women. Unfortunately, over the years, it's been women.
It's been women. Okay.
Especially after you get past the generation of the civil rights movement.
Listen, I'm not asking for. We're not asking about whose fault. We showing that where's the power going, because we understand women with families and children, they're going to naturally vote for their interests. That ain't that. Oh man, woe is me. That is what it is.
But you see, that's them following the men in their lives. If you look at all those women who have pushed forward and stuff like that, they come from a family that has something to do with civil rights. Whoa, wait. Hold on, Kevin. We're going to come up in a moment, but we're not having too many men up at the same time, because then it becomes a sausage fest. And we just be looking like a decoration in the background, and we're kind of controlling that. So until we wrap this up with BMT, which we're about to do, then we're going to pull you up. Oh, okay, Kevin wants to talk to BMT. All right.
Who?
I don't know, Kevin. Somebody named Kevin.
I don't know who's Kevin. Why I got to talk to Kevin?
Well, when I said when we wrap it up with you, he hopped off instead of just staying backstage. So either you're gonna come back.
I gotta talk to Kevin. I can't talk to y'all to see the show. I ain't can't talk to no Kevin.
All right, that's fine. You're not gonna be talking to him. We doing one person at a time.
I can agree. Like I said, this is ladies' night. I'm not against y'all having y'all ladies' night. I'd rather just stay as ladies' night. And I think, like I said, you understand what I'm saying? I'd rather that. I don't want to take away from y'all energy. Right? I'm just like, don't be afraid to put down your own. That's the only thing I'm saying as a man. If I got to put down my own whenever they get out of the line, and there should be no problem with that. You know what? My mom and my dad used to say something, and my grandma used to always say this: I love you enough, I put you down myself. And I said, what? That's crazy. But they said that because I'm not going to let you get out of control. Y'all women got to be the same way with a lot of these women, that if they getting out of control, then they hurting y'all look of a Charlene and the Frankie. So in the woman up here, the lovely lady up here, you understand? So if there's this girl Sukiana and other women like her doing these kind of things, y'all don't be afraid to call them out, because y'all say, no, we trying to deal with a different type of women. This is not. It's one thing to say, hey, I had to do what I had to do to give my baby some Pampers. This woman is a millionaire. She ain't forced to do this. She's choosing to do this. So the excuses go out the window. It's gone out. So you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's like somebody who sells drugs. Okay.
That's how we dragging her right now.
Okay, no, I'm not, and I'm not taking. Listen, I'm not taking away from that. I'm happy that y'all are calling this out. I said this before when me and Black Knight were talking. So I was like, yo, call out that broad. So I'm just saying, don't be afraid. Don't see, this is not y'all mama. This ain't y'all sister, cousin, or whoever it is. This is somebody that is destroying that of the community, along with all those other women in that video. Don't be afraid to call out and say, yo, we don't deal with this type of women. Because these type of women, after a while, they're going to lump all of y'all, say, well, all of y'all like that. Y'all like this type of stuff. And I'm going to be like, hey, y'all ain't going to call it out? Then, hey, y'all must be fine with it. That's all I got to say. Okay, I'll be back with y'all later.
All right. See you later, BMT. All right, Kev. I'm bringing you up on mute. Here's the thing. You got 5 minutes. You might end up going longer depending on we want to go back and debunk you or whatever, or have more questions for you. But the rule still stands of no calling the women B word, no cursing out any of the ladies on the panel or in the chat. Okay? This is not an opportunity for you to curse women out. All right. All right. So here we go. All right, Kevin.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How are you doing?
All right. You had anything to say on the topic?
I actually just I just joined at the end of the conversation, so I didn't get to hear what you guys were talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Do you know who Suki Hana is?
Suki Hana. I believe I've heard that name before, but I'm not too familiar with the person.
Okay, she recently done a video called.
Oh, you know what? That twerking video, right?
Yes, and
yeah. I seen that. Yeah. That was wild. Yeah.
Yeah, and we have an issue with the video. The raunchiness, is a matter of taste and stuff like that. Some people like it. I ain't one of them. If she want to twerk and make X-rated or R-rated videos, that's her. But when you involve children, you're crossing the line. And this is what we're doing. This is the tough conversation. Calling these women out. Because this is. Oh, I hate using that word.
I would say the problem with something like that is I think it's not only it's a very it's indicative of the culture that we kind of created. It doesn't really surprise me when you have a girl or somebody come out and and do that. It doesn't surprise me.
Okay, so the it does create it because there was precursors before her. Some of us didn't have an issue with it with their music, but it seems like it wasn't as raw in your face before.
Yeah, it's a gradual progress. It's a gradual progress. We started with like Madonna from the 80s, and then in the 90s, in late 2000s, you get Little Kim.
Wait. Let me stop you there. We don't care about the white women because their community don't care, and they're not get the whole of white women don't get stigmatized by that one woman.
You don't think Madonna had an influence on the further generation? Just because she's white, she didn't have an influence?
Not on the black community, not on black women.
Really?
No. And not to mention, because she does it, not all of white women are stigmatized by that. But unfortunately, when a black woman does it, all of black women stigmatized by her. We're all lumped in within the same category as the one that do.
Well, can I ask you a question? Why is it that it's more predominantly or majority black women who do these kind of videos, and you don't see white women coming out with a Suki Hana video like we saw? It is just in our community. If we weren't influenced by Madonna in the 80s, I think those two go hand in hand. The problem is that by the time it started out with Madonna and those white girls in the 80s, even in the 90s, but then you have black women like Little Kim, Foxy Brown. They start to take it another level. Each decade, it gradually progresses.
But Madonna did not have any influence on black women. She had an influence on.
That's crazy. Madonna was huge in the 80s. People. Everybody listened.
Had an influence on gay black people at the most. No, she did not have influence on black women.
I've heard Little Kim say that her part of her influence was Madonna.
For real.
She was. I don't think Madonna was just in a lane for just white people. I mean, Madonna was so big that everybody was listening to Madonna. Madonna was in the scale of Prince or Michael Jackson. She was an icon at that time. It doesn't matter if you were black, white, orange, brown. Everybody listened. She was a pop phenom.
Okay, Kevin. This is an all black space, so we talk about black artists on here. We don't really delve into the white communities. So if you would like to use another example,
don't talk. Okay, so it's okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I'm not somebody who operates like that. I think that's somewhat problematic. So you guys have a good night, and I will remove from this one. I don't think this is for me. Thank you.
Okay. Good night, Kev. All right. I think Zeb wants to come back up to debunk something Kevin said. But as I said, yeah, Madonna had influence with gay black people, but as far as black women, no. Unless they saw that way they can use their body to get back, but no, I don't think so.
Yeah, because Madonna was she was like a pop artist, and I don't think she was really like seductive. Like we got hip hop, and then you got versus Madonna, which is like a classical pop culture. I don't know. But we got Zab. Do you want to hear from Zab? What Zab got to say?
Okay. All right. Let me set the timer for Zab. Because I'm sure Zeb be long. Okay.
Zeb, right. Take in small doses.
Okay, Zeb, here we go.
You brought me. I'm gonna be quick and fast.
Okay.
Right. When I first came up, I didn't really know y'all was talking about Suki Hana. But let me just say one thing. This honesty that I've been talking about. Since the beginning of rap music, male rappers have been putting video vixens in their videos, dressed in nothing. Look at the Nelly Tip Drill video. This is part of rap music. And we all know this. We listen to this shit. Now, if one of these video vixens decide that she wants to be a rapper and own her image instead of having her image be put out there by male rappers, y'all got a problem with it. I have no problem with Suki Hana rapping. You want to know why? Because this is part of rap music. And it's not even that harmful. She ain't out here rapping about spinning the block, killing, murdering, selling drugs. She rapping about sex. Because in America, sex sells. And I don't have no problem with a video vixen deciding that, you know what? I'm not gonna just go in these videos and have these niggas make money off of my image. I'm gonna be a rapper myself. And y'all got a problem with it. Y'all sound like a bunch of hating ass niggas. That's what y'all really sound like.
Okay, Zeb, did you see this video?
I could give a fuck what's in the video. You wanna know why? Because clearly she's not doing anything illegal. Clearly, she's not doing anything destructive, like promoting drugs, genocide, or murder. She's rapping about sex. She's dancing. And they've been dancing since the first ever rap video with Grandmaster Flash, where you had women in there dancing. To LL Cool J, I spoke about the Nelly video. Video vixen is part of rap music. So for a black woman, she want to go out and she want to start rapping instead of just being in the background, being eye candy, and she dark skinned. She's a real chocolate black woman. I applaud her for doing that because she ain't doing nothing wrong in my eyes.
Okay. All right, I understand that. When she was doing just that, I left her be. Left it to, that's not my taste. But as I said, and you must have missed that part, when she started bringing children into her videos and she twerking on a young boy, she crossed the line. So everything she done before got negated, got negated because she went there. If she just stuck with dancing raunchy, dancing, twerking, giving men lap dances, pretending to do jobs, and doing lesbian, bisexual stuff, that was her. She's an adult. I could care less. I don't like it, but I could care less. She's grown. They grown. But once you involve children, once she's had children in her video, once she twerked on that child, she crossed the line. She went too far. Now we gotta address it because, hey, you're right. Before that, all she was doing was taking control on the image, using her talents to rap. I don't agree with it, but no. Now we getting into an area I don't care for. You don't involve children. You do not put children in these videos.
Dame, hold on.
Do not have them around.
Dame, hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry, ladies. Let me. I got to interrupt about something real quick. Listen, everybody. I'm not sure if people listening to the stream, because the two people that came up here with no clue about what was being said or what's going on or whatever. Here's the deal. They're talking about Suki Honda's twerk video. They're not talking about Video Vixens, Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5, Kevin Samuels, or anything else. Zab, apparently you didn't see the video. Okay, you were way off base. They're talking about the video of her twerking with the little boy. And that is destructive. Okay? That is something wrong. All right? So please, y'all, pay attention to what's going on so we don't come up here and rambling about the sun, the moon, and the stars. Okay? Let's stay on topic. And good numbers tonight, ladies. You guys are doing great. Peace, power, and unity.
Okay. Thank you, Black Knight. Yes. Yeah, we're talking about the Suki Hana Get Low freestyle video and her twerking on a child and having children in her video. But Brownie said something interesting. She said kids be in violent drill, throwing up gang signs to videos. Okay, you know, I've never been into drill music, but I'm gonna take your word for it. Yeah, I guess we got to bring all this up. We're having children involved in violent videos. We're having children involved in sexual videos, and they shouldn't be in neither one. Yeah. And since and that also speaks to, we got children in games. Oh, you typed that wrong? Okay, let me take that down and wait for your correction. Okay, Mac, please translate what you're typing in there, because I will remove it because I don't know what you're saying. And as far as I know, you could be cursing somebody out. And no, I'm not able to use my translator on your topic. So please translate that into English or keep speaking in English. I don't trust when somebody's speaking another language in the video. I usually automatically remove it, but you know. All right. So okay. So
I just I wanted to address Zab. So Zab came up here and he wanted to defend the video. Like, come on, Zab, you got to pick one side of the fence. You can't come up here and first talk down the video and then come back up here and defend it. The video was ratchet. I mean, would you want to grow up in a neighborhood and you listen to that music and you have like your little cousins and your probably your little sisters and your brothers and your extended family listening to that, I don't think you want to be in an environment like that. Let's be truthful and let's be honest here. You'll be calling it out too. You wouldn't want to see a 7-year-old boy being twerked on from a grown ass woman, and vice versa. Yeah,
Look,
so
that 2 years ago, even in the video, what Zab is saying, I don't think Zab want to defend it. I think Zab is just saying that because he love the song. Yes, if you love it, nobody don't want you to love it. But you have to stand for these babies in this video, these children in this video. This is what we are talking about. Because we are defending the children because they don't know anything. If they were adults, nobody is going to talk anything about it because they know their rights. But these babies don't know anything. They don't have the rights. They don't have their choice. They don't have nothing to choose. They were there. Even the boy don't know what is going on. He was just standing like he was watching them. And the mama was twerking on him. So if Zab is agreeing that okay, there's nothing on this video, he don't know what he's saying. He just wants to say, okay, the video was good. It's a good rapper. Good. That's what she does for a living. Or that is what she does for a family and stuff. Nobody is talking about that. The problem where we are talking about is about she involving these children into this video. That's the main problem.
Okay. Oh yeah, and from what I've seen of pictures of her family, that's not her son. But she do have a son about the age of that boy. And so I don't know, because it's not her children that she is that careless with somebody else's child. She don't see that the harm she's doing to somebody else's child. There are some people that mindset, me and mine's. All right, I'm gonna bring you up, Zeb, in just a second. Stay muted because I'm still talking. They wouldn't want it to happen to me and mine's, but as far as other people's children, they don't care. So to me, that's just as bad if it was her children. You're doing that to children, point blank, period. You have a child at age, you are a mother. What is your mindset that you would do this? No, you didn't have a mindset. You weren't thinking about it. You were trying to show how low you can go. You would go so low that you would do a sexual act in front of and to a child. Normally twerking ain't, but it can be. All right, go ahead.
Let me clarify. When I first came up, I was talking about, and I'm going to talk slowly so that people can understand it. When I first came up, I was talking about Black people being fake and how they try to act when it comes to class. Meaning that y'all view ratchet behavior as negative. And y'all try to pretend like y'all classy and y'all don't engage in nigga shit, like watching videos like this or going to party, twerking, all the things that niggas do and like to watch and like to listen to. Y'all being fake and hypocritical when y'all pretend that y'all don't engage in it. That's the first point I was making. The second point I'm making is the Suki Hana video. First of all, in whatever city she is, which I believe they from Florida, that's their culture. That's what they do out there. They twerk, they have fun, they do whatever they do. So you can't judge her because you don't prescribe to her culture and what they do out there in that side of Florida and try to put your morals and your views on that. She has fans. She has an audience that like her music, and they will continue to like her music and support her music because in this country we have freedom to like whatever we want to like. I don't listen to her music. I'm not a fan of it. I would never sit down and watch a Suki Hano video because I don't support that. And that's my way of saying I'm not with that. But if she has fans that want to listen to the video and like the video or write in the comment that they support it, that's their right. To me, it's hating when people go into areas that y'all don't even like her music. Y'all don't support her. So it's kind of hating when y'all go and attack her video. What all y'all gotta do is just not watch it. That's some hating shit by saying that she's doing child abuse or y'all want to take her channel down or whatever. Yeah, that's some hating ass shit. If y'all don't like it, then don't watch it. Simple as that. Nobody is forcing y'all to watch her video or like her video. I'm not watching her shit. I never knew about this video, nor do I want to know about it because I don't support that type of music. That's just not my cup of tea.
All right, Zeb. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but when it's pointed out to you, okay, you didn't watch it. Okay, you still want to use deniability.
Okay. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Zab, you still up here? Is he on mute?
I'm here. Go speak, brother. Go ahead.
Listen, brother. This is not about her music, bro. This is about her twerking in front of a little kid.
So
they got nothing to do with her music.
And my question is, so what? So what? She's twerking on a little kid. What?
She's twerking on him.
Who gives a fuck? Twerking is not a crime. It's not illegal.
She is bent over, coochie up on a boy.
She's not naked. She's not doing anything that would prescribe to child abuse in any of the 50 states of America. She's not doing anything illegal that wouldn't prescribe as child abuse. If one of y'all decided to call DCF,
you do know what grooming is. You do know what grooming is.
Then hold on. What are the other ladies got to say about this?
So now you equating twerking to grooming? That's ridiculous.
What do y'all got to say about this? Y'all think that she's not doing anything illegal?
She's doing it because what she did, even the twerk, not the twerking alone.
She's doing it because she want to provoke people like y'all, and it's working.
No, she's not provoking us.
Y'all getting provoked and triggered by it.
Zab, let me tell you something about this video. What she does.
So you saying that children that small, right, should be exposed to private parts of grown people? Is that what you're saying?
She's not.
Are you saying? Well, wait a minute. If I understand you correctly, you saying that it's okay for little kids to be exposed and have grown people rub their private parts on them. As long as they're not naked.
What she was doing, I wouldn't support that, but that's not what she's doing. She's bending over.
That is what she's doing. That is what she's doing. Have you seen the video?
She's not.
Have you seen the video?
Yes. She's not doing anything illegal.
That is what she's doing.
But that's not what she's doing. Twerking is not the same as the other thing.
Zab, this woman she is naked. In front of this.
Actually, YouTube doesn't allow you to be naked in videos on YouTube.
But what she's wearing, twerking on this board.
She definitely has clothes on.
See, what she was
I'm not
wearing.
blind. Maybe you're blind, but she definitely has clothes on.
I'm not blind. I see everything clear. But
I see her with clothes on.
Okay, let me tell you something. If you come out from work and you have a son or a little boy like 2 years, 3 years, 5 years watching this video, are you going to be happy or are you going to be mad?
I would say, why are you as a parent allowing your child to watch that video?
Okay, you want to ask that because you are not on your phone, or you're not on the phone with your child, because your child have his own room, he have his own phone, because YouTube don't have age limited for children to
If
be
you
on
had,
YouTube.
then you could program the phone. If you got such a big issue with that, then you're more than likely to. But there's way worse videos out there. That there's videos of young kids the same age as that boy in that video with guns waving it around. There's videos of actual like kids getting jumped the same age, real
Well,
crime. But
right.
y'all want to point out a video about some ratchet Florida shit of her dancing.
No,
Now,
nobody is
if you have
condemning
a
the
problem
dance
with that
stuff.
video, I could direct you to a video of a tribe in Africa where they all walk around damn near naked and they be doing the same kind of dances, and it's
Okay,
like
what is the
tribal
video?
dancing.
What? Okay,
So if
what
you
is
got a
that?
problem with that, then you probably got a problem with like tribal people that be dancing around the campfire doing the same exact shit.
Let me. You
Hey,
said
did
we
you?
said.
But it's called
Did they
dancing
be
for a
twerking?
reason. It's
Did
not.
they be twerking
They,
on?
they
Hold on,
don't.
Zap. Hold on, Zap.
Y'all
Did they
getting
be? You are
provoked.
talking about this video in Africa. Did they be twerking on the child, or they been twerking, or they been doing a video with naked shit on their own, on adults? They're not twerking on this child, but this woman was twerking on with this little girl and this little boy, and the children was around. We
So
are
what?
talking about these children.
They-
We are not talking about the mother. She can twerk. She can do everything that she wants. That is her life. But here is the case that we are talking about the children. We want to sacrifice for the children because this boy doesn't know anything. He don't know.
But see, the problem is y'all prescribing dancing with sex, and that's more saying about y'all dirty mind. You see, some people they view twerking and dancing as just that. It's just dancing. They don't view it as sex.
Okay,
Some people
Zab.
view it like that.
Zab, there's a
So
time.
if you have a dirty mind and you view dancing as sex, like bending over and twerking, if y'all just view it just from a sexual lens, then I could see why it'll morally bother you.
Can I speak?
But at the end of the day,
Hold on, I
it's
wanted
not
to speak.
illegal because people aren't stupid. They're not gonna make twerking a crime.
Okay,
You
can
know,
I speak?
we're way smarter
Okay,
than that.
so
Okay,
Zab,
hold on. I
hold on.
wanted to
Let
speak on
can I
it.
speak?
BTM
Can
speak.
can I? Okay,
I
so
wanted to speak. I wanted to
yes, ma'am.
speak.
Hold up, BMT. Hold up. Charlene wants to address Zeb. Let her go ahead and get it and address him.
Zab, I don't think you understand the lyrics that she was saying. Like she was saying some fucked up lyrics also while twerking, and she have like a whole bunch of other young girls, and she have kids in the video. And you guys talk about how the black community is turning into this crazy chaos, and we it's dysfunctional, right? And we're trying to address the dysfunction head on, but yet you coming up here to cape. Like I
Hold on,
want to
hold on.
know.
You call what y'all doing addressing the dysfunction? You think this is
Yes, we are
addressing the
addressing it.
dysfunction?
We talking
How?
about it.
Okay, no, let's run out the scenario. How are y'all coming on YouTube doing a live stream talking about this affecting
Because we're talking
anything?
about it. So now people know that
All
it's
right, so we talk about it.
dysfunctional. But
What's the
we don't
next step?
agree with it. And we don't stand
Okay,
for
you
it.
don't agree with it. Okay, great. So
We're
then
not
what?
standing for it.
Okay, we're not standing for it. Okay, what's next?
So okay, so let's get at this. So I remember when I was talking with
No,
Black
no, no.
Knight
I'm
about.
gonna
Hold on,
talk to
But you
ladies
said
night.
you
We're not
said you're
here.
fine. You said you're fine with it.
Wait.
Let me
Go
let's
ahead,
so
BMT.
We can't violate the rules of ladies night because
so
y'all want to engage. If we want to have the discussion, then we got to do it according to the rules on another show.
well you're
It's supposed
fine
to be
with
it's
what
supposed
you're
to be
fine.
We
ladies
allowed
night
you
with
to talk,
three.
Zab. So BMT wants to say
Okay,
Because
his
y'all brought him up here because y'all want him to cape for y'all twisted worldview.
okay. So
What you
first
mean
off,
At the end of the
our twisted
day, at the end of
worldview?
the day,
Okay, I'm sorry.
Zab
Okay, I
time
had to
is
mute
out.
that.
wait,
Zab have to go,
this
and
guy.
then
So this
Yeah.
guy is capable for sexual abuse of children. So This right here. This is. Remember when we had yesterday where we talked with what was the sister up here? She said, "Why do black men?" When Mama Rain brought that talk, remember that talking point? Why do black men cape for bad men or sexual abuse? Remember that when that came up yesterday? That just happened right there. Like, and we got to call it out. That's what Black might be talking about when there's no protection. Just got searching. So one of the situational issues. First of all, when that child turned away, that was that child's defense mechanism of being afraid. People don't see that, or people don't want to actually acknowledge that. But when children are afraid or scared, or they're being put in an awkward predicament, they do that. So when that little boy was shrugging up, that's a defense stance, and he was turning away. That's no that when children are afraid of an adult trying to make them touch a bad area or trying to make them see something that they do not like, a child is going to turn away. That's naturally a human reaction. That's not no, oh, he liked it. That's not, oh yeah, he was enjoying it. No, that child was uncomfortable. If anything, that child wanted to be removed from the situation. If a child would have liked it, it would have been looking at it. That child was not comfortable. That baby being up there, that baby should
Well,
have not
the
been
fact
there.
that you want to equate
No, no, no,
twerking with sexual
no,
abuse, it more
That
speaks to
child
like
was
your
being
twisted
that
mentality.
child was
Because she
being
wasn't touching
that
them, she
child was
wasn't
being
doing nothing
humped by a
sexual to him. She was
that child
twerking.
was being humped by a grown
And just
woman.
because you want to
That
view it
child
through
was being
sexual
humped by
lens,
a
that
grown.
just says
Why
more
are you
about
afraid
your
to admit that that child
twisted
was being
sexual
humped?
Okay,
fantasies.
okay, Zeb, don't make me do this again. Come on, let
That
BMT say what he say, then you can debunk it.
that child was being humped by a grown woman.
She did not
How do we know?
touch him in the
How do we?
video. She just
So
bent
how do we
over and
know? So
her.
first of all, let's look at the next thing. There was an
She never
incident.
touched him. There was
There was
no sexual abuse in that video.
there was no sexual abuse on that
Morally,
video.
do you have a problem with it? Morally, yeah, I could get behind that. I could get you. Yeah, maybe grown women shouldn't be dancing with young boys. That's a moral argument. But as far as sexual abuse, there is no sexual abuse there. She hasn't been charged with a sexual abuse charge. And quite frankly, that's slander. You know that like you really slandering, and she could come here and sue you and win. You do know that, right? Because putting sexual abuse on somebody is definitely under the slander law. You could get sued.
Working on a baby is sexual.
No court is gonna recognize that as sexual abuse, and that's a toddler. They're not gonna. It's not a baby. There's a difference. No court in America is gonna recognize what she did as sexual abuse. And if you keep saying that she's sexually abusing them, you're actually slandering her, and you could be sued, and you would lose.
Why are you defending? Why are you defending that type of?
I'm defending her right to have her video, and for her to make the video however she want to make it for her fans, as long as she's not breaking any laws.
So let me get this straight. So you're for a grown adult dancing on a child that is no more older than 5 years old. That's molestation. Last time I checked. Thank you. That's not. That's not.
Hold on. So you're saying that the boy in the video is 4 years old.
I'm sure all the rest of us can agree that boy wasn't even over 5. So why would a woman be bent over dancing in front of a child? That's not cute. That's no kind of educational. There's no learning. That naturally a child's going to be afraid on
that boy looked
how
like
would a
10
grown
to
adult be
me.
doing it? No, that
They definitely didn't look 4 years old.
Nobody.
You saying that he was 4 years old?
See, you're trying to justify.
No. You just said under 5. What does under 5 mean?
First of all, hold on. First of all, let's look at this.
Let's go back to what you saying that he's
5 years old now. I've already watched the video.
You're viewing him as 4 years old. That's how you viewing him.
We're viewing him as 5.
And no, you said under 5. Under 5 means 4.
So no matter what, so you're trying to focus on the age.
No, we gotta focus on what you're saying. And then you're saying that she's sexually abusing him.
Okay, I got a question. why are you trying to justify an adult doing that to a child? What's your motive?
My motive is I don't see no problem with Sukihana in her video. If she want to do that for her fans, she not breaking any laws.
Do that on a
Y'all
baby.
don't have y'all don't have no pressure for actual videos of young boys waving around guns, singing about murder.
Okay, right here. If a man had been whining and grinding on a 4-year-old little girl or baby, would that have been acceptable?
Well, that would be sexual because grinding is a sexual act. Twerking, on the other hand, is not really viewed as a sexual act.
What?
But if you're grinding, you're definitely doing something sexual. That's different.
You hear this?
I hear this.
So it's like you're trying to say, and y'all, the rest of y'all hear this also.
Hold on. So is twerking? Let me ask you a question. Is twerking a sexual act?
So
yes or no?
Especially if you do it behind somebody, especially a man.
Well, they classify twerking as a dance.
But no men get turned on.
That's how it's classified.
Okay.
As long as she has clothes on, long as she not actually touching anything, it's considered a dance. Now, if twerking ever becomes an illegal act, if twerking ever becomes an illegal act, then we can have a different conversation.
Come on,
but as
if
of now, twerking.
If you go to the comments in the video, a lot of women was dragging her. They was dragging her for filth. And then you coming up here with your cake.
Twerking on a baby.
But guess what? They kept watching it though. They for just as much comments that was dragging it, there's just as much comments that's promoting it.
Ain't nobody in their right mind should be fine with a baby being twerked on or being sexualized. You're fine.
Yes, because I'm about to say I'm so old.
No, I know you're good. You're good there. You're good there. But right now, the women that are listening to you right now on my side, they looking at you crazy like, yo, this man's for babies being sexualized. You.
No, that you're projecting. That's what it means to project, because you have a sick, twisted view.
Zab, if you all right, Zab, if you had a son, right, that was 4 years old and a grown woman.
But first of all, are we really saying that boy is 4 years old? Is that where we could check?
Okay,
I'm
gonna go with probably like 9.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Let's pull the video up because y'all conflating two things.
No, it doesn't matter.
We ain't not pulling that video up.
So there's a difference.
I'll send you the link and you can go look at it. But I am not
that boy look like he's 10.
Put that video up.
Okay. What if you had a son and your son was
and not once in that video, you know that she didn't actually touch him. Never once did she actually grind her ass.
He felt uncomfortable.
That baby was uncomfortable. Anybody see Zab don't got no kids, so he won't understand. For any of us who do have kids, we know when our children feel uncomfortable.
Well, her parents, the parents was in that video.
Listen,
and they put their son in the video. They ain't have a problem with it.
With no child in their right mind.
The people that reported the video, DCF went, looked at it. They ain't have a problem with it either. Now the professionals, the DCF people, because they did call DCF on her. They definitely called DCF and they investigated, and their results was no crime was committed, no issues, and that's why the video is still up today. Now, if y'all feel that y'all have more authority than the government and more authority than DCF, that y'all, whatever y'all view reigns supreme, that y'all could circumvent the laws, that's on y'all. But guess what? Nobody cares what y'all saying because y'all really don't mean much. So y'all could complain, hoot and holler all y'all want. The video gonna stay up. Y'all could go complain to DCF, write your senator, right, Biden, but guess what? Ain't shit gonna happen because there ain't no laws being broken, and that's the facts.
Okay, all right.
Well, this is what we talk about, BMT. How you got men who support. Yeah, they support it also, men and women, especially men. Zab full on supported. And I bet you there's other men just like Zab who support,
Well, I don't
body paint
support it because I'm
OnlyFans.
not a Suki
Is
Hana
it
fan. I
true?
don't
You
listen
body
to. I
is
don't
men
listen
just
to
like
her
you
music. I don't have.
who
Wait
I
a
body
don't
minute,
have
paint
Suki Hana
you
OnlyFans?
just
playing.
gave a defense of
No, I'm
Sukihana.
gonna defend her right to do what she do. I'm gonna always stand up for the law. I'm gonna always defend a person's right, even if I don't agree with it. I'm gonna defend your right to do it because we don't live in Iran. We don't live in North Korea. If you have a problem with twerking, then guess what you could do? If you really want to do something, go write your congressman, go write your senator, have them make twerking on a child illegal. Vote for that, and you know what? They'll make it illegal, and then they'll take the video down. That's all y'all gotta do. That's also facts. You could do that if you have an issue with it. But this fake righteousness, this fake outrage, y'all want to pick and choose videos y'all got a problem with because y'all just being very selective. Y'all want to go after this woman because she want to make videos. Keep that same energy. I could send you a ton of videos. Matter of fact, I just seen a video on World Star, a bunch of young boys, the same age as that young boy, riding around bicycles, waving pistols and AK-47. Go on World Star and look at that video. But there was no outrage. I just sat there and ate it. But y'all want to go after Suki Hana because like she's an easy target. So people like y'all were the people that reported her to DCF. DCF went, checked out the video. Professionals, they went to universities for these jobs. They checked out the videos, and guess what happened? Not a damn thing. Nothing. The video's still up because she's not breaking any laws, no crime. And that's facts. That is facts. Now eat that. You gotta eat it and live with it because ain't shit y'all can do about it.
All right. So since you have stated what you said, let's go. All right.
So there you have it. See, BFT? We try to tell you. Nah.
Yeah. As I said, men support. There were men supporting, there were men outraged, there was women supported, there was women that was outraged. And I said that as long as she was leaving it with adults and keeping it with adults, hey, she do what she do. She's a grown woman, they grown people. But once she started with the children, she crossed the line. He wants to believe that it's selective outrage. As before, I had no awareness of this video with the boys, just like I had no awareness of Sukihana until somebody pointed it out, until somebody mentioned it, until somebody asked my thoughts on it.
You know the thing about it, Frankie?
Mm-hmm.
They had it where, for an artist to pull a woman on stage, they had to find out how old she is. Remember back then when they used to pull girls on stage and dance and twerk on them? I forgot what artist it was. We had to look it up. That the artist was dancing on a young girl.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, whoa, that's a kid. And that artist got in trouble for that. Now, that was an artist on the stage dancing on a young girl. I'm not sure if it was Usher or who it was. It was some artist that was dancing on a young girl.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that girl was a teenager. So why would a child that cannot even formulate words? And see, this is why I said, I'm now starting to dang. I got a real Black Knight and damn and Charlene on this one. It be some of y'all dudes who be defending the most abusive, destructive behavior. And of course, I could expect that of Zab, but he's from the RBR network. So of course they would defend it. Because that's where it goes wrong, where that was a child that can't feed itself, that don't probably even know how to change its own clothes, that can't do nothing. And he's saying there was nothing wrong with it. And see, that child is going to be groomed. So then when we hear about this little boy when he gets older and he becomes a sexual deviant, what then? Or then that little baby girl who thinks that this is a type of productive lifestyle, what then? Or that little boy who's with the men watching the girls bend over doing the George Floyd, what then? See, you had 3 kids there, and when they start enacting the behavior of that destructive stuff that they were doing, then we have a whole situation on our hands. Because see, after a while, they start believing that that's the normal. You get what I'm saying? That little boy saying a woman being bent over like that's how women should be. That little girl said this is how women should dress. There should be no problem. I'm telling you right now, that boy was sexually abused. That was abuse. That little girl, that was abuse. That boy watching that stuff, he's watching sexual abuse. And that man, he ain't got no problem with them trying to be abused. That's all I gotta say. That we gotta call this out.
Yeah. Yeah. And if the laws can be wrong, that's why they're susceptible to change and stuff like that. You saying that the laws and child protective services have missed things before. It wouldn't be the first time to unfortunately for the children involved. So just because child protective service didn't find any issue with it, the laws didn't find any issue with it, does not mean that it was not wrong. And you're right, we got to do something about it. Okay, we need to change the laws. We need to call attention to the fact that this can be considered grooming. It could be considered a grooming. Grooming is the beginning stage of molestation. You are preparing the child to accept a sexual act. Hey, Remy.
Oh, hey. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
Remy?
Maybe she's fixing her mic.
Okay. All right,
okay,
let's
now can y'all hear me? Okay, now I hear y'all.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was really cringy, y'all. I'll have to admit to that. But it just baffles me that first and foremost, like y'all stated, it's really not about the video that anybody was talking about. It was about a child being twerked on by a grown-ass woman. That is what the conversation is about. I don't understand why an individual would need to come up on a panel and try to defend someone's right to make a video about whatever she wants to make when, again, no one was talking about her goddamn rights. We're talking about a grown-ass woman twerking on a child. What is it that people do not get? It's so sad that in this community, we try to make excuses for anything that anybody does to a child. We try to justify, oh, well, she's not breaking any laws. It doesn't matter if she's not breaking law. We're not talking about the law. We're talking about your morals as a goddamn adult. We are supposed to be guiding the children. And that child had no business in that video, period, especially if she is not creating child-friendly content. Something is clearly wrong with a lot of us. I'm sorry, but I just have to take it there. There is something very wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just a shame that he was even allowed to even speak his piece so many times, but it's also a good thing because now we get to expose the mindset that a lot of people have. And it is extremely toxic and is downright dangerous. See, these are the kind of people that I would not allow my kids around because I already know that once my kid is around this person, they're going to be very vulnerable to getting violated by somebody because, they're not doing nothing illegal. they're not breaking the law. But knowing that is something that I don't agree with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, it's just a lot of y'all are sick. I'm sorry. I'm not talking about y'all on the panel, ladies. I'm just saying in general, with the way that certain people think, it's just absolutely outrageous.
Yeah.
And it's not our fault that some of us actually do have love for children and love our children. And it's not about, having a sick mentality when it comes to things like this, because at the end of the day, it's about we're thinking all the possibilities that can happen to our children once they are in certain environments. That's just what it is. It's not about thinking like a sick person. It's just about the what ifs, what can happen. But that's all I had to say.
All right. Thanks, Remy. Yeah. Okay. Too many these men are using the excuse of the law. There is the letter law. They're trying to go by the letter. That's why they get stuck up on the age of the child or the age of the girl or the age of consent. Bull crap. But it's the spirit of the law. There's the moral of the situation. You don't see nothing morally wrong with it, then you have an issue and stuff like that. And don't let and as we tried to explain to BMT, and he had to see for himself. So thank you, Zeb, for coming up there. So you are evidence that we've been trying to state with BMT that unfortunately the men are supporting this, and as long as they are supporting this in their way by either defense or to paying for, encouraging, not speaking out, not reporting, not doing that, then they don't change anything. They are approving in their own way. Now, and then he at first said he didn't see the video. Okay, you didn't see the video, but now that you saw, and you still trying to defend. Okay, because the law and DCF, as I said, the law have missed things before. Laws can be changed. DCF, wait a minute, did I say, yeah, Child Protective Service, wherever it is, they have missed things before. And as I said, okay, we're saying that it's can't be saying that she's molesting them, but I can't say she's grooming. She's trying to make it acceptable. Okay, she knows. Okay, she is known for her sexuality, the raunchiness, and the sexual nature of her videos and music. Why you got children in there? Why are you using children as prop? Why are you twerking to a child? If it's about sex, and your sexuality, why are children involved in that? Okay, you want to do whatever you want to do with men and women. They grown men and women. Y'all have a choice, but children don't have a choice and stuff like that. So yeah, okay. You want to get technical? I'm gonna go technical too. She's grooming that boy. She is grooming. She's grooming adults because, frankly, nobody who had anything to do with whether they were in the videos, directing the video, cutting the video, editing, nobody said jack. It took people who watched the finished product of the video who had issue and reported. So it was even too much for some of her fans. It was so much of a problem. They reported it to the police. Okay, I didn't know Child Protective Service got called. The news account that I picked up said the police ignored it. So, okay, so DC, there was nothing about DCF. It said the police ignored it. All right. Okay. So now Zeb has said, "Oh, DCF got involved. They found no problems with it, you know, or anything." Okay, but that don't mean it ain't wrong. That don't mean that it's not in the pedophile nature. Oh, do you think pedophiles go directly to sex all the time? No, they groom and prepare the child. They groom to make it acceptable. They groom to ignore their instinct that says something is off, something is wrong, this ain't right. That's part of the reason why children are uncomfortable. So that child ain't been exposed to it. BMT is right. That child was uncomfortable. So that wasn't something that was part of the community. And excuse me, Suki Hana's from Atlanta. She may be living in Florida now, but she's from Atlanta. So that's a whole nother environment and stuff like that. And if it was natural for that environment, why was the child uncomfortable? Why was the child turning away like, somebody rescue me? Why? Oh, if it was natural, the child would have went through it with it. So that ain't a part of that environment. That ain't a part of that culture, at least not for no child. So don't come to me with that bull crap. I'm not having it. Okay, if they have an issue with me calling her a pedophile, okay, I'll deal with it. Okay, I'm going to call her what she is. She is grooming. And I've seen pictures of her children. That boy ain't her child. Somebody has said that she's doing it on a child. No, it's not her child. But as I was trying to say earlier, we have some, because any other mother would have said that's not right. Or if that was my child, I wouldn't want anybody doing that to my child. But then again, we have some people that ain't right. Okay. Oh, they think it's funny. Oh, they thought it was funny too when this woman was twerking on her baby. Her and her friend was twerking on the baby, but I kind of remember DCF having an issue with that. I know it was a newborn or it was a couple of months old, but they had an issue with it. They had an issue with her twerking on her baby. Okay, so this baby could walk. This baby could talk. You know, everybody has a different idea what the age range of the child. Everything from 4 to 10. It don't really matter what the age. Baby, 4, 5, 10. Still a child. So they investigating. So wait, they investigating. That means they ain't finished. They still looking into it. She's still being looked at. So that means there's still an investigation going on. Thank you, BMT. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I have an issue with that and stuff like that. Now, I know a long time ago, there was, and some guy mentioned he got kicked out for that, saying, where was the days when elder ladies were brought in to teach the boy or the young man that about sex and stuff like that. But you know, and because either there was nothing to be done for it because it was done and stuff like that. Okay. All right, ladies. I'm gonna leave y'all to it. Let me get this real quick.
Right. Yeah. So as we going on forward, we could all we need to suggest that if you've been a parent, don't track on your children. Don't do anything for your children. You know, we have this right for children. We have to fight for these children. That is a right we are fighting for. We are not fighting for nothing, but we are fighting for the rights.
Yes, I agree. Also, that little boy is being groomed to accept that kind of dysfunction. He doesn't have a voice. He can't tell anybody he's uncomfortable. He didn't want that to happen. He's supposed to be playing with toys, and now you have a grown woman, have her butt shaking all over him. Um, I, if that was my son, I would be totally pissed off, and that would be a whole nother story. But that is some straight up dysfunctional mess. The poor little child, right? And now the child is open to this world, right? You just took the child's innocence away, right? And now when the child grows up and the child goes to school, the child's gonna talk about that. It's just
Because
overall bad.
even
Go ahead.
right, because even when this child go to school, assuming he been like 14 years, 15 years, and then somebody will tell you, oh, when you were young, your mama was twerking on you. They can't even calling him names. And what do you think this guy or this child is going to be when he's 15 years? He's going to be mad like, why, mama, you have to do this on me? So that's why we are fighting for it now. Because this child have to have his own right. You can seize his right.
Okay, so we see Koja Mike said there are some bad old traditions that need to be stopped. Zero tolerance policy, no discussion. Yes, I feel like us as mothers, grandmothers, aunties, cousins, and especially as elders, we need to know, like, what is better. We need to know what we should not put up with. I just wanted to say that first and foremost. It makes us really look really bad, to be honest. All these grown women around, and they allow this to happen. Yeah, it's just sickening. Is they in there? Okay, you guys. So
Okay.
we're gonna go ahead, Dave.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we take a little break from that because this topic is a hot topic, and well, you saw me getting all hot and angry, and about it. Let's get something a little less ready to blow your top over. Okay, so I've been kind of dealing. This video is based on something I've been kind of dealing with during school. Um, and it's not just for test situations, but all kind of situations. So we're gonna do a little bit chronicle here. All right, everybody ready? Here we go.
Good morning, class. Today's test is 25 questions on the last chapter that we just went over.
Can I be excused, please?
I just gave you the test.
I really gotta use the restroom like now.
Well, can't you wait until we're done taking the test?
I really gotta go. It's like urgent.
Austin, you do this every time we have to take a test. Is there something wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong. Look, please don't embarrass me. I just really gotta use the restroom.
Go ahead and use the restroom, but hurry back.
Thank you. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Has anyone seen Austin? He's been in the restroom a really long time.
I think someone should maybe go check up on him.
You know what? I'll give him a few more minutes, and if he's not back, I'll have security go check on him. But I hope he's okay.
Why do you always get like that? Mr. Balthazar was literally about to send a whole search team to look for you earlier.
I don't know. I just don't understand why we're constantly being tested. Like, the world is already a big test as it is.
I think you should talk to someone. I don't want things to get worse for you. Maybe your parents should take you to see your doctor.
Look, there's nothing wrong with me, okay? I'm just a little stressed out, that's all.
Hey, if I wasn't your friend, I wouldn't be telling you this. But I see how you get all sweaty and your legs start to shake and your eyes look like they're gonna pop out of your head.
I'll be fine, okay? Trust me. I just need to get through this semester and then let me recharge and I'll be good to go.
Okay, but you promise me if things will get worse, you'll go try and talk to someone? I'll even go with you if you want.
You mean that? I mean, I wouldn't want to embarrass you.
Oh, trust me, it's fine. You've already exceeded embarrassment. Let's go.
Good morning, class. It's pop quiz time. So everyone take out a piece of paper, a pencil, and no pens.
Are you kidding me? We just took a test a few days ago.
Excuse me? Young man, you need to check your temper.
Check my temper? You need to give us a break from all these tests and quizzes.
Austin, let me talk to you in private, son. Austin, what in the world is going on with you? I've never seen you act like this before in my class. Is everything okay at home?
Nothing, everything's fine.
Okay, well, talk to me. Is the material too difficult for you to understand or something?
No, I just don't like all these tests and quizzes, that's all.
Well, son, it's my job to make sure that all the students are retaining all of the information from the lectures and chapters. If there's something you don't know, you can just ask me.
It's not that. I just get it.
Wait. I've graded your last 3 exams, and you've aced every single one of them.
I think I have text anxiety, Mr. Balthazar. I think I'm gonna ask my parents if I can get some help.
Wow. It all makes sense now. Listen to me very closely. It's just a survival mechanism that your body has. It's like an alarm clock that goes off when your body's triggered. Does that make sense?
I'm just so embarrassed. Like, people are gonna make fun of me if they know.
Listen, more than 3 million cases of anxiety take place in the US per year. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. If anything, you're brave for coming to talk to me. It just took you a while to do so. How long have you been experiencing these symptoms?
Probably since middle school, but it didn't really get bad till I got to high school.
Shucks, you poor guy. You've been suffering with these feelings since middle school? We got to get you some help ASAP.
Thank you, Mr. Balthazar. I really appreciate the time that you have for talking to me.
You got it, buddy. We're going to get you the help that you need. The moral of the story is we must pay close attention to the behavior of our students.
Anxiety comes in all different shapes and sizes, and there are unrecognizable symptoms that we should be aware of.
When you get to the point where you can hardly function, be sure to seek the help from a professional.
Hey, guys.
Okay. So the end of the year testing, we saw all kind of anxiety. And not just the students, but we're also seeing it in some of the teachers too. Yeah, because we had one teacher was getting bombarded both ways. She was worried about her students. She was worried about her children and stuff like that. And the kids, yes, they use that excuse to go to the bathroom. But I think some of it is nerves and it triggers off their bladder. Or some of them, they don't need to. They just need to walk, try to ease their anxiety and stuff like that. And we even had some of them throw up, have stomach issues, so yeah, you get anxiety when you get on the panel. Oh, okay, you don't seem like you do. Oh, okay. Hey, Grandmaster Troy. Nah, people don't be soft. Sometimes it's something they can't help. As I said, it's sometimes then it triggers off a fight or flight response, which also explains the increased level of fighting that went on at the school from the weeks leading up to actually testing day. We had, one student punched a wall, a couple of walls, because of it. It was his way of dealing with it. We rather he had, although we didn't like it, we rather he take it out on the wall than on the student.
I mean, I don't think we should shame him because a lot of people got different kinds of anxieties. Like, some people have anxieties when they're approaching girls, or some people have anxieties when they have to perform in front of people. People have different types of anxieties. Some people, they feel like they're going to pass out when they see like certain objects or things that they're scared of. So I don't think we should make fun of people. They need help. They need to narrow down where it came from. Where did it first start?
Yeah. Yeah. And some students, they be fine all during the school year. We had students we thought wasn't having anxiety, wouldn't be anxious because they do fine when they testing all through the school year. But that final test, the test whether you're going to pass to the next grade, or I've seen it, even things for ACT and SATs, it comes when it's to a level that is very, very important to them. It felt like life and death, and that's how their body responds, like it's life or death. Yeah, that's when we saw things like different things for help the kids deal with anxieties like squeeze balls, poppets. I'm like, I ain't seen it all year, and then all of a sudden, leap test, and we got poppets and squeeze balls and textured bracelets, things, ravel. They can, kind of, because they get fidgety. Some of them get fidgety. Their anxiety takes in a fidgety level, and they need something to keep a hand busy or. Yeah, Kosha, you're right. We got to learn to identify triggers, quick assessment, where experience anxiety, and learn coping mechanism into place. Yeah, but as I said, for some of the kids, usually any type of testing, but we got some, they do fine with regular testing, but when it came to that final test of the year, that leap test, all those anxieties started showing up. They needed them coping mechanisms that they hadn't needed before. Okay. Yeah. 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 So Yeah, they do that. Try to break that out of the kids from doing that. Stuttering, most of the kids, or at least the ones I'm dealing with, they don't tease about stutterers quite so much, and they try to be a little too helpful for those that are slow to speak, which frustrate the heck out of the kid that's slow to speak. We had a break out in the middle school for one like that, and he's like, "Stop speaking for me." He was mad. He know what he wanted to say. It's just that it was taking a while to get out, and he didn't like that. So and the kid he was fighting was like, "I was just trying to help." I had to just explain to him, "Look, sometimes people want to do it themselves. I know you mean well. You want to help them. That's not helping them. You just have to be patient and listen." All right. I find most people envy their oppressor. And what I mean is they do the same to others, teasing and bad actions that were done to them. Okay. Hey, what's up, Grandmaster Troll? All right. So I'm kind of curious, Abinad. Have you ever seen anybody, I don't want to sound kind of stereotypical, but do Ghanaians suffer from anxiety attacks? Okay. Okay. All right. Let me check something out. Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right then. So what do you think of the video, Charlene?
Yeah, I feel like I don't think people should make fun of him. I think it's good that he noticed that he's triggered. He noticed that every time he has a test, he needs to use the bathroom, so he can see himself going to these places. I think it's very good to narrow down where it came from, so he can overcome it. And just like, Koja Malik said, you can put some coping mechanism in place. And just like you said, like fidget spinners are some of them. What else people do?
Mm-hmm.
The poppet thing, the little poppet thing. My son
Yeah.
has one of those poppets. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen kids go most of the year without the poppet, and then leap tests start coming through, and they're going crazy because either they can't find their poppet because they hadn't needed to use it, or they had destroyed their poppet because they thought they didn't need it, and then all of a sudden it's leaping all those feelings and stuff like that. I saw kids sharing poppets because one kid, there's a couple of them, they are friends. One kid, he's fine during math, science, and even social study, but the English, the ELA, oh my goodness, he needs it. And he's buddy with another person who's fine with the ELA. I'm trying to remember all the other stuff, but they have an issue with the math, the math and the science, and they were sharing a poppet because the testing for those subjects were on different days and stuff like that. Like, who poppet you have? I ain't never seen you with a poppet before. Oh, this is so and so. Let me use it for the math and science. But yeah, sometimes it's the subject. Sometimes it's the actual. Okay, it's the final test. I need to pass. I need to pass. I need to pass. Or they freak out and they think they don't know it. Then once they start getting into it, Oh, okay. I knew it better than I thought I did. Mm-hmm. All right. So, all right. Now here's another video. It's a little bit more darker, but I think it would be interesting because of the mentality, and I want to tie it into something else that happened a while back that people were talking about, or at least we were talking about it. But here we go.
Thank you guys so much for watching another episode.
All right. So what do y'all think of this video? Okay. All right. So okay, this video, the reason tied in. Okay, a while back there was a video going around where people who have their the video uh, the video cameras on their doors, when people come and knock, where there was this strange girl that came knocking. Except most people don't know that you can also talk to and hear people talking. Several people didn't open the door to this girl knocking, who claimed she needed to use the phone, that her phone was dying, that somebody was following her. Reason why he said so she can call in the video, the guy, so she can call her friends to steal all his stuff. Well, several people who had these type cameras heard her talking to somebody on the phone, saying how nice their house was and that they have nice cars and stuff like that, which implied that she was doing this to rob them. So
Okay, so that video was very informative, and I don't know. I feel like depending on the type of area, I think you shouldn't open your doors to just any and everyone. I think it depends on the person and the situation. Because I remember we had a video up here where it was remember it was a black girl going around in different areas in this neighborhood, and she would ring the doorbell at 2 o'clock in the morning, and she would just wait there for people to answer the door, and then she'll walk away. In some cases, that could raise red flags and be suspicious, but like a little girl who's like, I wouldn't say a little girl, but like a teenager who's like 16 and who's telling you she needs help, I don't see anything wrong with that, you know?
yeah, but you also can go by their demeanor. If they seem frantic, then I think there was more like. Okay. Oh, as I was trying to say earlier, uh um uh that girl's demeanor uh um the girl, the black girl that was talking about, her demeanor seemed like she was too calm. If somebody that needed to use a phone, she's talking on her phone, so that seems suspicious. But in this video, this girl was frantic, and she was worried about somebody following her, and and um and felt that she was in danger. So there was a franticness in that. And even though the people in on a on what we was talking about, they called the police because there was something off about the stuff like that. Even if the guy had turned her away from the video, had called the police and said, "Hey, there's this young lady in there claiming that she's being followed. She seems suspicious to me. Could you send a police officer by to see what's going on with her?" He could have did that if he felt, but then, that she wasn't telling the truth, or that she was plotting to steal. And I think he would have been covered, But you gotta go by how the people are acting. But we about to go, but before we go, Charlene, you didn't get a chance to, Charlene?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You didn't get a chance to see that you didn't get a chance to see that video that we was talking about with Cyber Supreme. So I'm going to bring it up real quick so you can see it.
Drag Fest. Go ahead, play it.
Okay. Yeah, since we were in this topic anyhow. All right. Give me a second to pull it up. Okay. Okay. Oh. Dang it, I went too far the other way. Okay, there it is. All right, let me start it from the beginning. All right. Now, this clip came from Mama Rain. She was pointing out in the chat about this dude, but here we go.
What age do you feel, without being judged, is appropriate that an older man should have sex with a younger woman? What's your limit?
I would say factors. My factors for considering that is, number one, she should be a developed woman physically and able to healthily, to healthily bear children without harm. That's number one.
What age?
Now,
That's not really giving
well, hold on. Now, number one. Now, along with that, there are women who they have the blessing of having an advanced body, right? And they may be able to bear children at a very, very...
I asked you, what age?
What's the age?
Let me finish, because I just told you.
But you're not going to know all this from just meeting them. So what age are you going to go
Give me
after
an
first?
opportunity, brother, to explain.
Well, you pretty much sound like you're talking around the question.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to answer, but listen. We do this in Black YouTube where we're so quick to cut people off to force an answer instead of them letting us give one organically. Can I do that, please?
Okay, but brother, I'm sorry, but you have been talking for a while.
But can I give an organic answer, or do you want me to give a robot's answer?
Okay,
Now,
give
I
an
give you
answer,
choice.
but you do have to give a chance for somebody to rebut on it as well.
So again,
okay,
so into that consideration, being that some women can have a child at a very young age, my consideration for age needs to be that she needs to be of an age where she is not necessarily considered a flower child. If I and it's difficult because if I put an age out there, it's like, okay, for me I can say, well, what if that age could be 15?
Yeah, that dude is disgusting. I'm like, I am so mad he even came up on this panel and not even share the stage with him. Oh my god, so disgusting. I'm like so disgusted. I like if I had known, I swear, I would I would have blocked him. Who never came up on this panel. That's just nasty. Like, and the simple fact that you go overseas and you out here talking in these spaces. Oh my god! Like, come on.
Yeah, and yet he keep insisting that no, we cut him off. He had more to say. We got to the part where he would have said that they cut it off at 15. I was like, dude, everybody could see you doing the runaround. Yeah. So, all right.
Wow.
So, okay. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up because well, getting kind of tired. Some of us gotta get up early in the morning.
Yeah.
And thanks for the feedback. Those who came up, thanks Remy for coming up. BMT, Zeb for exposing your tendencies or your support of, and a confused person, Kevin. Well, he realized that we weren't not the place for him, but had to find out the hard way. And let's see, I think, am I missing somebody? Okay, thank you all for coming up and participating in the panel. Thanks for the chat for participating in the chat. We would have liked more of y'all to come on the panel, but hey, it's your choice and stuff like that. So we are going to wrap it up tonight. Shoots. And have more discussion about it. Is sometimes we got to have the tough conversation, and we got to accept the fact that that women are capable of pedophilia, of grooming children, and sexualizing children just as well as the men. And and also thanks for Zeb for coming up to show that what we've been trying to tell BMT is right. There are men who are accepting and co-signing these situations. All right. All right, so everybody, y'all have a good night. We'll see you next week for Ladies' Night. We'll probably be seeing you Sunday for either Gent Culture or Gangster Talk, or maybe both. Okay, so peace, power, unity, everyone. Until next time, let's leave out with some music.